I wanted to show you this new workspace. I made it over the course of, say, maybe 9 months. So I didn't make a video on it, I just worked on it a little bit here and there. And it's basically a square 16 by 16 feet made up of treated 2x6s with some corner bracing. And then I used a lot of scraps of epay. They were basically cut-offs of decks that I built over the years, a lot of 8-inch and 12-inch pieces that, you know, they're just not really good for much, but they work out good for this apron here. And this epay will last a really long time, even if it's in the dirt. And if I get 10 years out of it, I'll be happy. Now in the center of the workspace is, right now it's QP. Some people call it stone dust. And I'm gonna let that pack down a little bit. And then the very first, or the very top, say 2 inches, will be, I think, 3/8 bluestone, bluestone gravel. And so that'll be a nice outside workspace to do things like power carving, a lot of sanding, things like that. But I also am going to use it as a welding deck, an outside welding deck. And today's project is to cut that post down. That's an old telephone pole. About almost 2 years ago now, Hurricane Sandy came through here and there were telephone poles down everywhere. And the power company took months and months to pick them up. And finally one day I said, geez, I could probably use one of those. And I grabbed 2 pieces right out in front of the road. I still have one. I might use it for a base of a sculpture. But so what I need to do is shorten that up by about 6 inches. And I want to get a nice level cut. I'm going to use my chainsaw for that. And so I've never done this before. So I'm going to try to make some kind of a jig using 2x4s that I can level on the post and then cut the top right off, hopefully having a nice level surface for the anvil. I want the best cut possible for this project. So I'm going to put a brand new chain on the saw. So now the idea here is that I can place this over the telephone pole, level it, screw it to the telephone pole, and then the top of the 2x4s will act as a guide, and hopefully I'll get a nice straight level cut. So my thought process here is that if I just try to run the saw along those 2x4s, the blade is going to dig into the 2x4s and I won't end up with that nice of a cut. So I've got a piece of scrap cherry here and it's just a little heavier than a 16th, and I'm going to glue it to the bar at the bottom here. That's why I was marking the lines on the little fence that I made, and then I'll glue another one right up here at the top of the bar, and hopefully the spacer will ride along those 2x4s, giving me a nice clean cut. I'm using contact cement to glue the spacers to the bar. I've let the contact cement dry for about 15 or 20 minutes, and now I'm ready to attach the wooden spacers to the bar. Okay, and that's on there pretty good. I've got my safety glasses and my earplugs. Let's go see if this works. Well, that worked out surprisingly really good. I'm really happy about that. It's one of those things I've been thinking about, but when it actually works, it's a nice thing. So I think it goes without saying, when you use a chainsaw, you really have to be very careful. I mean, the chainsaw will really do some damage very quick. And I think that the beautiful thing about a chainsaw is it's such an efficient tool and saves you so much time that you can really think about every move you make. And you should just take your time and really respect the tool. If you have any questions or comments, shoot me an email or leave a comment. I'll be doing a follow-up video this week on Wednesday, not Tuesday. Let's see, Facebook. A couple people have made some of the projects that I've made, and they've sent them along, and I'm trying to get them up on Facebook and figure that all out. I'm working with a couple of guys on my website and Facebook. So if you've made any of the projects, send them along. Facebook should become a lot more fun, so if you'd be a fan, that would be great, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.